Alright, so this is not going to be anything spectacular. It's just like probably what you would call an update. Just because I talk about random shit and then I never fucking tell you how it ended or whatever. So, nothing controversial or anything in this video. Unless I start thinking about something that irritates me and then I go off on a tangent. But I hope I don't do that. So, maybe God will help. Um, so I got the truck back. And the problem was, wheel speed. Wheel speed sensor. I bet Lamb Dog knows about that. I don't know. I never fucked with any kind of thing called a wheel speed sensor before, so I have no idea how you would determine if that didn't work right or how a wheel speed sensor. I can see how a wheel speed sensor was causing all those lights to come on, but the end result was like $204. I figured the parts alone were going to be more than $200, so I'm not upset about it. If it was $1,500 to fix the truck, though, I was definitely going to sell it, and the reason is there's a high probability that my life is going to go in a not a hell of a lot of money coming in direction, which I don't give a fuck. As long as I got a roof over my head. I used to live in a car. I used to live in a fucking graveyard in a ghetto. Living in a beautiful cabin with not a lot of money coming in is not going to be a big fucking deal. Um, the cat's going to have to buckle down with all these fucking treats, though. Jesus Christ, this cat probably fucking eats more food than... no. He eats more than you do, but cat treats are not as expensive as fucking people food. All right, so the truck situation is square. That does not mean I'm not getting the 79 F-250. No, I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm doing as far as that goes. If I have a pickup truck, I don't really need another pickup truck desperately, so I'd rather just get an old car. And when I say an old car, too, it might be a Crown Vic. Just as I want a car that doesn't hurt my back. I think I might just start buying up all the used Crown Vics around here and just beating the shit out of them in fields. I think that'll be fun. That way I'll have spare parts around for my car that I drive on the street. But that does not qualify in my mind as an old car. I just need a car. I need a second vehicle because if something else happens with this fucking truck, I'd like to have another vehicle. So, probably a Crown Vic. Although, if God put a Crown Vic in front of me and like a 72 LTD in front of me for the same money, even if the 72 LTD was twice the money, I'd jump on the 72 LTD. I'm just trying to be practical. Crown Vics are a very durable car. They last forever. They get fucking AC. I know how to work on one. I don't know. Is that got a wheel speed sensor? I mean, it's probably got an ABS sensor, but I imagine it does because fucking cars years ago had ABS sensors. Is a wheel speed sensor the same thing as a fucking ABS sensor? Is that what the guy just told me? The ABS sensor fucking shit the bed. But now we call it a wheel speed sensor. It's just fucking, it probably is. So, either way, I'm not upset about this or any other thing I'm going to tell you about. There's nothing upsetting going on. Oh yeah. So in the process of doing that, I stopped into a local place. Now you got to understand, I've done a lot of snooping around on the internet as far as prices go on this shit. And I went to a local place that sells the propane refrigerators and the propane stoves. And I bought both of them. So they're gonna sit on them until the cabin's ready. They got like that's another thing too about dealing with like local people like this. If I bought the fucking thing at Home Depot, they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll sit on it in our back room for a month if you need us to. So also too, if I bought the thing at Home Depot, which the price was actually comparable. I mean, I think it was like exactly the same prices that they were charging at Home Depot and Lowe's. Both of them sell this shit. So also, if I go to one of those places and the thing breaks, the first thing out of their mouth is gonna be go on the internet. I don't want to fucking go on the internet. I don't want to have to fucking type to deal with the fucking problem. I want to walk into a place and deal with the people that sell this shit. Also selling it. It's like a heating oil company and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so they I don't know. I don't need them to fix it. Just give me the fucking parts. I don't want to go on the fucking internet. Jesus Christ. Every fucking thing does not have to be on the fucking... Oh, God. Jesus is not helping. I think, you ever see those home title theft commercials on the fucking radio? They're always on the radio. Look, at what we need to do is find the person who fucking thought that was a good idea, meaning putting home titles and shit on the internet. That person needs to be arrested as a fucking co-conspirator in this fucking crime. How's about that for an idea? I don't need to spend extra money every month. Stop putting shit like that on the internet. I don't give a fuck if it takes a few days longer to do a closing on a fucking house. Stop cooking up good ways of fucking making things slightly faster that then make me have to go out and spend fucking money to protect my. I'm never doing that. Protect myself from fucking. No. Tell you what you do if somebody does that to you. What you do is jump down the fucking stairs, break your fucking leg, and then sue the person for the fucking house and money for being so negligent. All right. What else was I? Okay, so the fucking stove and the wood stove is on its way too. Um, trying to think. Oh, this is the big thing I wanted to talk to you guys about because I don't know very much about this, but I was thinking about it. I'll tell you what made me think of this. There's a girl that I watch. I like this girl. She's got an old British Army truck and she drives around the country. I don't know. I started watching it just because I was trying to see if people cramming shit into small spaces. And then I come across this girl. Not the sexiest girl in the world. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her, but she's cute. My point is that she has this big jackery. I have a little jackery. And I have a pretty high opinion of these jackeries because if you know the level of abuse that my jackery has lived through, there's a couple USB ports on it that have rust on them because I've just let the fucking thing sit out in the rain. See what I'm saying? I think something that can be neglected and not cared for correctly and still work like a champ. See what I'm saying? Like, I spent a good amount of money on this little jackery. It's little. It's a 160, I think, or I think a 140 or 160. I don't know. It's facing away from me, and I'm not getting up. I'm more likely to want to trust that company to buy a big one from them. This girl's got a big jackery, although she does ads for another company that does the same thing, but you never see her really using the other one. You always see her using the jackery. So I'm thinking about just instead. This is my idea. I need to make that outhouse with the batteries and shit for the garage, the garage of despair. But this is the point. Winter's coming. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking finish off the inside of this cabin and every other little thing I got to do, and build an outhouse, and fucking get all the battery bullshit together. That's the thing that's kind of fucking freaking me out. And truthfully, one of the parts of it is getting all the shit together because it's kind of remote, and I don't want to get there and be like, oh yeah, great, I need this one fucking thing that I gotta drive all the way to fucking Bangor to get. You see what I mean? I don't want to be in that position. So when you add that with time, what I thought of is this. I looked into those big jackeries because I have no idea what they do. Why would I know? I don't fucking know. I don't own one. But I looked into it, and what I'm saying is for the amount of electricity that I use, I don't watch TV. Yeah, I have a light. I have oil lamps too. I mean, for the amount of electricity I personally fucking use, it doesn't make sense to rush to do this battery fucking thing because I think I could probably stick a fucking jackery on the kitchen counter and do everything I need to do with that. I was even thinking I could do that. Okay, now this is. I never intended to fucking have outlets in the walls. It's always been like my dream to have exposed wiring in a house with the conduit and shit. I don't know why, but I just think it's a better system. I know it doesn't exactly look as good to the normal eye, but you never have to worry about fucking drilling into a wire when you drill it into the wall. If you need to make an addition of some kind to the electrical system, like, oh, I wish there was an outlet there. Well, it's stupid fucking easy now. If it's all hidden in the wall, it's stupid easy is not what I would call it. Not what I would call it one bit. A fucking song and dance, a fucking nightmare. You don't want to hang around with me when I'm using words like song and dance and nightmare. That's means I'm getting irritated. If the wiring is outside the wall and conduit, I'm not going to get irritated. My point is I can do all that and just plug the fucking jackery into it. I don't know if I would go to all that trouble because it's such a small cabin. I could just have a couple of extension cords and a jackery and be all set. So that's what I'm thinking that I'm going to do. So if you guys have any opinions or knowledge about that I don't possess, that would be helpful. I think the only thing that I would have to be concerned about is just getting the appropriate size microwave because I'd like to have a microwave. I was thinking about I got an industrial microwave downstairs, like from a restaurant. A smaller one. It's not huge, but it's a very good microwave. I was thinking about getting another one of those, but I just need to make sure I get a jackery capable. And the thing that, okay, so this is the thing that kind of irritates me about the jackery, though. This is the one flaw about it. You have to use their solar panels and their fucking wiring system, which is all more expensive. I don't know if I'm going to lose my mind over that. Probably just fucking get a couple of solar panels from them and call it a day. But it would be better if it just took the standard solar panel fucking connector, because I got a 135 watt solar panel. Although I did learn from listening to some people, I watched some shit, because I don't know anything about this. Those big jackeries, you need a dual solar panel setup to properly charge them or something. There's something about that. So, big fucking deal. Go buy a couple 100 watt solar panels, but the wiring thing. So, on every front, I'm the most horny for another jackery, because they have a good track record, in my opinion, of my own use, my own abuse, and my own neglect. Most things can't handle being around me. That's why I like Fords, because Fords are tough. Oh yeah, I said this to my brother on the phone the other day. I'm so pissed off about the four-wheeler. I said everybody jerks off over these Polaris four-wheelers. I've been riding Harleys my whole life, and I've never blown a Harley up. And if you knew how I ride a fucking motorcycle, very abusive to motorcycles. I've never blown a Harley engine up. And Harley engines kind of have a reputation for being kind of easy to blow up. Especially the one I have now has a very good reputation of fucking being very easy to blow up, and I haven't blown mine up yet. But I buy this Polaris four-wheeler that everybody beats off over, and the fucking thing, I can't get fucking 5 tanks of fuel out of it without a shit in the bed on me. And no, I have not been able to figure it out. I haven't worked on it though either, but I made a decision that I'm not fucking with that four-wheeler until all the important shit is done. I'm gonna be honest with you people. If I need a four-wheeler that bad for the reason that I bought that four-wheeler for, I'll just go fucking steal one. And that's a good place to fucking end the video. Fuck you all.